No, 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 no. Sign nets. How do I make those things? How do I make these again? Okay, I need, oh boy, that's the thing. Hold on, I gotta make a bunch of these. No, 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 no. Oh, please tell me I'm not too late. Go faster, go faster, go faster. Okay, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? So somebody on Discord said that Vin Diesel escaped. And you are correct, he did. Where is he though? That's the question. Oh, I did not do any more recording on this, or any more building on this. Where is he? No, I gotta find him. Finn, come back to me. Where are you? Is this him? Is this him? Finn, is this you? Vin Diesel, here we are. All right, sweet. I have to block this off quickly with sign nets quickly. Those are the dangerous octopus, are they? I don't think they are. Ooh, he's closer to the shore. This might help me out. Finn, you want to swim right into that, please? Thanks. Oh, I caught an octopus. Oh, I caught him. I caught him. He just swam right into that. Okay, we got him. Sweet, we got him. It's all good. Everyone calm down. Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from the Lost Isle Zoo. Everyone remain calm, alright? I did get a notice. Somebody messaged me. One of, I think it was Captain Craig actually out there, messaged me. Or, might have that wrong too. Hold on one second. Pure V. It was Pure V. Pure V's messaged me on the Discord. Man, my memory. Messaged me on the Discord to say that Vin Diesel escaped. And, yeah, you weren't lying. He did. Okay, so it's all right though. Calm down. We recaptured him in a seine net. I think I'm saying the right seine net. I don't know how to say it. In a net. We caught him in a net. So we can put him back. Now, putting him back won't really solve the issue, will it? Okay, so we're going to have to do something to renovate the orca exhibit here. I could remove the bubble columns, but I don't even know if that's how he got out. He might have just straight up free willied it. I keep saying he. She might have just free willied it. I keep forgetting that Vin Diesel is actually a female orca. She might have just free willied it right over the edge. You know, without the assistance of the bubble column. I don't actually know. So we are going to have to take some drastic measures to keep that big fish in here. It's not really a fishy, that's also incorrect. Anyway, we're going to have to do, screenshot, accidental screenshot. We're going to have to take some drastic measures to keep that mammal in here, because I think that's what they actually are. Honestly, I'm thinking glass. Just putting glass over the top of it is about my best bet. I don't know if I have that much glass cooked up, because I used a lot to make the window in front. I would raise the walls up again, but I've already raised them up several times, and at this point, it's going to start looking kind of ridiculous. So I think glass over the exhibit is about our best bet. Now, I was looking into glass, and it looks like the ZAWA has this exhibit glass, but I don't know how this is going to look when it's stacked next to each other, if it's going to be connected textures or not. Otherwise, I could just use regular Minecraft glass, because that's what we've been using down here, and it is connected textures, so it looks okay. So I could do that. One thing's for sure, though. I really need to be sleeping because creepers be creeping. Alright, so how much glass do I even have in the glass backpack? I got a few stacks. I have a few stacks. Now, I think I have actually dabbled with this ZAWA exhibit glass before, and I might have a piece or two of it down in my hidey hole that I can go experiment with. So let me go take a peek. Exhibit glass. I have messed around with this. Now, why have I not been using this? It is pretty transparent. Is this connected textures? No, it is not. Okay, so that's why I haven't been using it. Good to know. Now, I think there is like a carpentry table or something that I could probably make that does allow me to have some really clear glass. I think I've seen it on the server before, and it's maybe the glass blower right here that allows me to do that. But I'm not sure if it really matters, because I think like right here you're going to see the glass that it can make. And I don't see any super clear ones here. This is all very decorative stuff, which would be cool. But you get down here to the exhibit glass, and that's the only one that looks nice and clear, and then you're back up here towards the starting on page 1. So I think just the regular Minecraft glass is going to be our winner. Now, do I have enough to fill this entire thing? Let's just take some of the sand out of here. Skippity-doo-dah across my little hidey hole over here, because on this side I have this chest I can throw that in. And then that'll start cooking that up, and I don't have any in here. How's the fuel situation going here? Let's just top these things off again. All right, so that's gonna cook up a few more stacks of glass for me, which should help out in the long run. But in the meantime, do I have enough to cover the orca exhibit? Only a cool little time lapse will tell. No, I don't actually. The answer is no. I don't have enough glass to cover this. I almost do. Quite a bit, actually. But I am going to need some glass today to fill out what I'm going to want to be doing here. I want to add on to the aquarium today, but obviously I need some glass to fill this in. Now, enough time has passed that perhaps I have enough. Perhaps I have enough cooked up already. I only need probably like half a stack, maybe a stack more, and I can fill this all in. So why don't we go take a little peek? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got 100 some glass cooked up right there. No problem. All right, let's go fill in that hole, and then we should be done. All right, I got to remember that I can't just dive bomb into the water anymore here. Otherwise, I'm going to splatter. All right, let's quick fill this in. And done. Okay, so we got the exhibit completely covered with glass. There is no way for an animal to escape here. So if Fin Diesel gets out again, it's magic. It's magical whale then. Okay, so I do have to find a way to actually like get in here though real quick because I need to release Finn back into the exhibit. Okay, so go forth and be in here now. Now I did leave a gap right here, so there is an air gap, a 2-block air gap in here, okay? Because I know these things like to jump out of the water, and I don't know if they're exactly like dolphins from Minecraft where they need air, but there isn't a way for Finn to get stuck on anything, I don't think. I don't think it can fit in this little gap like I can. So I'm not too worried about that. I don't think that the whale is going to suffocate on land anywhere. Like right there, it's on the bubble column right now. It's the most out of the water it's going to be, and it's still in the water. So I think we're good. I think Finn is now officially secured, and I don't need to do anything else with this. Hopefully never again. Okay, so last episode, we built this cool little fish pond right here, and I was going to put the cichlids in there, and I think I'm going to do that, okay? So I do have 3 of them. I have the ZAWA one right here, and then as well as these things, I think are just vanilla, vanilla cichlids. I know I can get more, should I need more. You're still in there, right? You're still in there, aren't you? I know I can get more by just pulling them out of here, because I'm pretty sure I can see some on the map right now. Unless those are spiders, let's be real here. There could be spiders just crawling across the glass. But for right now, I'm just going to put 3. There's not a lot of room there, so I'm going to put 3 in there. You guys once again killed it down in the comment section with naming these things. So I'm going to go pick 3 names from there. We're going to throw some cichlids in there. In case you guys didn't see the live stream that happened after I built this, we got all this done right here. Now, it's not, well, done in air quotes. We got this built. It's not done by any means. We are working on, let me actually get airborne here. We were working on doing some landscaping in that episode, as well as going animal hunting and collecting new animals. So we got a whole lot of this filled in. Not all of it, as you can see when I was freaking out trying to catch Finn earlier in the episode. There's still this right here to do. But, so not all of it, but we did get a good start on doing the landscaping over here. We even got some foliage put down, as well as, of course, a palm tree, and it's actually growing inside of a little ruins right here. The detailing still needs to be happening and all that stuff, so there's still a lot of stuff that needs to happen up here. But we did get a little bit done. But let's go name some cichlids. How about it? A big thank you to everybody who submits a name for these animals. Makes my life a lot easier because I am not a very creative person when it comes to naming animals, as I'm sure you guys are well aware if you've been following the series. All right, so for this first one, big shout out to Frenzy65 out there. We are going to be naming this one SpongeBob. Obviously after the cartoon character, but it should make for a good name for a fish. Okay, and then for the next one, let's see if I can spell this right. We're going to name this one Tatsuguri. I think is how you say that. That is a Pokemon. It looks a lot like a fish. And it was suggested by the Dash's Imagination, so thank you for that. And for the final one, we're going to name it Sid. Sid was suggested by Matt Myers. It's a very simple name, but you know what? I like it. Okay, we just have to drop these in here. Now, I do not believe these fish jump. So, ooh, big leg spike. I don't believe these fish jump, so I don't think they're going to be able to jump out of here. But boy, that'll be really disheartening if they come flopping out on here. I guess we'll find out, right? I mean, in worst case scenario, I know where I can get some more. Right there, I can get some more from in there. So, I hope these guys don't jump out. All right, so let's name this one. This is the actual ZAWA one here, and this is going to be SpongeBob. Let's drop him in here. There you go, SpongeBob. Welcome to the Lost Isles. All right, now the rest of these ones, these last 2 are actually vanilla Minecraft fish, so we're going to drop that in there, and bink, name that one Tatsuguri. I think that's actually even the color of it, too, isn't it? It's like a gray and blue, isn't it? Or is it just gray, is it gray and white? Boy, my memory is rough, but I think that's roughly the color of it, too. All right, and then this last one here is going to be Sid. Let's drop Sid. Oh, it's the same color like that. Sid. There you go. Bam. So we have our fish. They've decided to both go into this one corner. Oh, there goes the other one, too. Okay, I guess that's just their favorite spot. Alright, in today's episode though, I'm going to be building the tropical fish exhibit, and I want to put it right here. Okay, so this is actually probably a lot of vanilla mobs are going in here, the tropical fish that you find out in the ocean. I kind of want to make a nice aquarium. It doesn't have to be very deep actually, because this is, the deeper it gets, the harder it is to see. Now I know I'm going to be putting a stall or stand out here that actually gives you night vision potions, but even, without it, you can kind of see fairly well in there. But can you imagine if this wasn't like 25 to 30 blocks deep, how much easier it would be to see the fish? All right, so I don't want to go more than like 10, all right, or ish, maybe even less than that, like right around here. I want to end the aquarium like right about here so that people can actually see these fish, because otherwise they start the water depth gets too difficult to actually see them through. So I don't want to go berserk on it, but I don't think this is going to require much of a time lapse. Actually, I just have to put down, I just have to outline the outside or the back part of the aquarium. Just like that. Okay, so it's just a simple line of stone that I placed down here, and this just marks out the back of the aquarium. Now, I kept it more of an organic shape instead of just like a 90-degree back to it, because I want this to feel kind of like you're looking inside of like a cavern or a cave, and you're just seeing the fish. So, I also dropped it down one block here because it's actually going to be having to be raised up here a little bit when we start getting to the wall. But because that elevation right there is where I'm going to need to put down a layer of stone so that I can then fill in the top of it with like the bottom of the aquarium how I want it to look. Because obviously if I just filled in stone there, then I'd be like, well, I need to lower it then so I can put down like the dirt and the grass, or the dirt and the sand and stuff for the bottom, like ocean bottom looking thing. It's probably gonna be very similar to the bottom that you're seeing in the orca exhibit over there, because it's gonna be kind of a similar terrain. Although with this being tropical fish, I can actually jazz it up a little bit and put some coral in there. Now I don't actually have any coral collected, because I am very ill prepared. However, I know of a place where one exists, and that is right here, right off the coast of my own island. There is a coral biome right there. I can go snag some from there. This is a smaller exhibit, so I shouldn't need to take too much, and I don't want to clog this area up with just nothing but coral. So I do want to leave it a little bit open so people can see the fish. But I'll go grab some from there when the time comes. But all right, so now that that's raised up, though, we got to actually go ahead and put in the actual ground in here. And for that, because it's going to be made out of like sand and gravel, I'm going to be placing a layer of stone down first to hold all of that up. Okay, there we go. We got the layer of stone and ground put down here. So now we can put down like the sand and gravel and dirt on top of this here and make it actually look kind of like the ocean bottom. And it should come out all nice and level then. I even added the kind of like slightly downward slope. It kind of follows the path that we're on right here. That's the reason why. Didn't want to make it too drastically different than where people are going to be walking down and seeing. I do have to actually add like some slabs in here to make this a little bit more smoother, but hey, for right now it's good. I did add this layer of stone brick as well, because this is where the viewing area is going to be. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of fill this in as well, and this is going to follow the basically the front of the cliff here. And it's going to be kind of half or sort of masked a little bit by the rock kind of leaning down, which is fine. I think that'll look good. Let's jump, put your back into it. There we go. Let's go ahead, and it looks like right here it's going to have to recess back one, so it's going to change elevation, or change depth a little bit right here. That's fine. It should look good. Let's go ahead and, oop, man, it's a little too tall for me to reach. Okay, I got that outlined, and I think that's pretty good. Hopefully that all works out. This is a little weird over here, but we'll see how that turns out. I guess now it's time to start adding in the ground. Did I put all my sand and stuff away? I might have. I'm not too sure. I might have to dig in. I got a little bit here, not a lot. I'm going to have to go grab some more sand back at the hidey hole. Although this isn't a whole lot of space. I might be able to get away with just like 51 pieces of it. Let me see if I can, once I fill this in with 51 pieces, how much does that actually fill in? I might just scatter it around and leave some spaces, because I'm going to have to take them out anyway and put in some dirt or gravel. Yeah, no, I'm going to need more. You're staying in there, Finn! You're staying in there this time. You're not getting out again. Okay, I got the goods. I got the stuff. I got the sand. Let's get back down here, smooth as a baby's bottom, landing right there. Sweet, let's finish filling this in. Alright, sand has been added. Let's just kill this guy real quick. Sand has been added. I think it's time to switch it on over to the coarse dirt now. Sprinkle this in places, and then the rest we're going to fill in. Whoops, the rest we're going to fill in with gravel then. Okay, the ground is done. Look at that. That was pretty easy. Sweet. Now, I think the next smart thing to do would be to raise the back wall up and actually enclose this thing, and then probably go check to see how much glass we have and see if we can't seal off the front of this too. Because before we start doing any decorating on the inside, I should probably flood it. And to do that, I'm going to need walls. Okay, it doesn't look like much, but I do have the back wall put in, and it does need a little bit of TLC in here. This is probably really difficult to see on YouTube, so I'm going to throw some temporary torches in here for right now. But, yeah, I'm going to have to kind of curve this down just a little bit, make this look a little bit more cavern-esque, because right now it's just not looking like it at all. So I'm going to have to do a little work on this first before I kind of throw the finishing touches on it. Okay, that is looking a lot better. Not as box-like, I guess, is a good way to describe it. How's the front of this place look? Does this look okay? Not really. It could use some work, okay? Let's try to bring this down just a little bit. I do like the idea of having this look... I might have to extend that out a little bit more, actually, but I do like the idea of having this look kind of like an overhanging cliff. Like, yeah. Oh, I actually placed one way too high. I was trying to... Got it. Actually, you know what? We're going to turn lemons into lemonade here. Oh, my gosh. How you were creeping up on me, you creepy little... Not gonna lie, in real life, I actually did have a spider kind of come crawling up my face today when I opened up my cupboard door. It wasn't anything like dangerous, but it just surprised me, and I might have screamed like a little girl. Okay, so... but, yeah, I want to build this up just a little bit and have this kind of stick down just a little bit more, kind of... I might have to put some terrain up there, some grass and stuff to make this really pop, but that way this is kind of like a mask in front of the glass once I put the glass in, you know? So, yeah, it should look pretty good when it's done. Now, speaking of glass, do I have any glass that's finished? I grabbed some while I was back there last. It's not in that chest at all, or that backpack at all. What about this one? I have very little. There's probably more done by now. So let me zip back home real fast, back home, meaning my hole in the ground, and grab some more. Oh, yeah, we got plenty. There we go. Got the glass put in. Had to move this bottom row of bricks back a little bit because I totally did not line them up correctly on top. So that recessed the entire glass wall back one. So this is actually one block shallower now than what it was before. So that's kind of interesting. It'll help with being able to see the fishies a little bit easier, I'm thinking. But speaking of the fishies, I need to build a nice little place for them. But to do that, they're going to need like some way to breathe, and fish breathe in water. So I am going to fill that whole thing up with water now. Okay, so this place is completely filled with water. There's absolutely no air on top at all, despite what some of these visual glitches sort of look like. There's no air on top of this because these fish do not need air. They don't jump out of the water, and if they do, they land right back in the water, or they land on land and they die. So I wanted to make sure the fish stay in the exhibit, so there is no air whatsoever on top. And that's good. Now, what's not good is that this place isn't actually decorated yet, so it still kind of looks like crap. So we're going to have to probably move some coral in here, I'm thinking is the next step. Now, to get in and out of this exhibit, we're going to do this fancy trick where we throw our balls against the ground and just kind of like phase right through the wall, okay? That's how we're going to get in and out of here. We got tons of balls we can throw, so I'm not in danger of running out of those. Now, without the night vision, how does this look? There's no lighting in there yet. Wear off night vision. Come on. There we go. Ooh, yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Okay, so we're going to have to get some lighting in there for sure. Yeah, for sure. I might even put some glass on the ceiling to let natural lighting in there, possibly. Because, like, over here, this one you can see pretty far in there. Now, I do have some lighting on the ground, and apparently some zombies in the ground. But I do have some lighting on the ground, but there's also a lot of natural light coming in through the top, so you can see a lot more in there. This one here looks kind of like a deep, dark cave. That's kind of creepy. Okay, but I think it's time that we go and grab a little bit of coral. I got some inventory space here. I can always throw those up in there. So let me just fly over this way. Now, over this way is right there is the coral reef. All right, so we just dive bomb in here. Hope there's not a shark. This is where we got our sea pickles. And this is where we are going to grab some of this coral. Now, I don't need a whole lot. I'm going to grab a little bit of red, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of blue, maybe a little purple. And sure, we'll grab some pink too while we're here. Why not? Okay, I think that should be good enough. We don't have a lot of space in there anyway. I most likely will not be using all of this. I grabbed some other foliage that was there too, including a bunch of ZAWA stuff too. So we're going to just kind of sprinkle that all in here. Alright, step one, eat my balls against the wall here. There we go, got it. Nice. Alright, now we're going to have to kind of build this up a little bit. We're going to have to build the coral reef a little bit here. So let's grab all of the blocks themselves. I might eat that. Let's grab all the blocks themselves that we have available to us here. I didn't grab a lot of red stuff, but that's fine. I got a lot of purple stuff and pink stuff, so I should be good. Let's go ahead and build up a little bit, something along the back here. Almost like it's crawling up the wall, you know? Let's remove that one for a second. calling out the wall, but I don't mind leaving a little bit of separation there so that it adds a little bit of 3D depth to it, you know? Something like that. Something like that I think is fine. Alright, then we're going to add another one probably over here. We'll do a blue one. This one will be off the wall just a little bit. And not like crazy. It'll just be literally off of the wall. Alright, then maybe a yellow one over here. Maybe like a smaller one maybe. Nothing too fancy on this, you know? Like that. Let's actually move this back a little bit. Let's add a little depth to that. Make it look a little bit more interesting. Okay, good. And then the red one, which we don't have a lot of blocks for either, we'll put this kind of more towards the front. Again, something kind of like a smaller one here too, so that we're not going to go too crazy with it. Maybe something, maybe just like that. Might be good. And then what do we got? We got blue, so we got to add pink in here someplace. So maybe we'll just do another small one in the back here, kind of creeping up the wall. Kind of like that. Perfect. Alright, I think that's it for our coral, although we could actually sprinkle it. We could put like a couple of them kind of close to each other, like integrated like that. That actually might look pretty good. Oop, oop, I kind of started swimming suddenly. Yeah, like that. And then what other colors do we have? Blue. We can mix blue in over here as well. I wouldn't mind raising that off the ground just a little bit. And then break that. Okay, good. Now that might give us a spot for the fish to hide, but that's okay. And then maybe we'll sprinkle in a little bit of yellow in with this here. Just like that, nothing fancy. Okay, good. And then maybe we'll put another little spot of like yellow just right here, just on the edge of the wall. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good enough. For our coral reef, I think that's probably pretty good. Now we have to go through and add all of this stuff to it too to make it look nice and fancy. Okay, so we're down to just like some of the ZAWA stuff is all that's left. Now, I don't know if any of this stuff, like these sea urchins or anemones, like attack animals. I don't know if they cause damage. They didn't hurt me. But I know like in last season we had some, like, I think these urchins I think are supposed to. We had some that did. So maybe I'll just like anemones are where like clownfish live, right? So I mean, like they should be okay. So, I mean, but the sea urchins, I believe, are things that can actually hurt things. So maybe I'll just leave those things out. I do have some turtle grass and some coral plates and stuff like that, which I'm going to be adding in here for sure. Let's slap that maybe down, like, right there. And then this one over here, this is a very colorful one. Put that right there on the top, right in the front of the exhibit, too, so people can see it and ooh and ah over it. The staghorn coral looks kind of cool, too. I don't really know where to put it. Maybe right there. Yeah, it's like got purple and kind of like a redder purple in it, which I think looks kind of interesting. We also have some brain coral that we picked up. You can smack that one in the back there, but not many people are going to see that actually. And maybe another one down here on the blue section, or the purple section rather. Then we got the turtle grass. Turtle grass was on top of the coral growing, but I don't know. I can't put it back on there. Does it go on sand maybe? Okay, it does go on sand. Okay, so we're going to add it in between the coral exhibits here, or the coral bits here, and we're going to just put it down right there. Coral grass, cool. Or turtle grass, another thing that I can add to the sand, nifty. And then we finally got this anemone here, which I guess we'll slap down right back there. This thing doesn't hurt me when I hit it. Is it because of my boots? Nope, it's not that. Okay, so it has nothing to do with that. Nifty. Alright, so I think we're good there. I'm going to leave the urchin out of it, though. I'm not really all about throwing that in here. I think that might kill stuff. So I think we're good on that stuff. So now all that's left is, let's just throw those in there for right now. All that's left is to actually add a little bit more greenery in here. So sea pickles, I didn't actually grab any of them, but do I have those like in the backpack, or where did I put the sea pickles? Plants, makes sense. They should be in there. All right, sea pickles are going to be a good way to light this up, especially down here, or in the back part for sure. We're going to get that nice and bright back there. I do want to make sure that this is very well lit up in the back, especially. So we're gonna, in these areas in the back part of the exhibit, I'm putting on 4 of them, getting it nice and bright. Now the rest of it here, I can actually kind of be a little bit more lenient on, and just maybe throw 3 there, you know, maybe 3 up front here someplace. Just kind of sprinkle them around in here someplace so that it's lighting up the rest of the exhibit as well. Okay, got the sea pickles in. What does that do for lighting? Let's actually go take a peek. Let me throw my balls against the wall here and just go check it out. Alright, well, the night vision is active. This looks great. Okay. Now, the night vision is not going to stay active forever and ever, though, so when that wears off, we're going to see what it really looks like. And it looks not bad, actually. Doesn't look as bad as what it was before. It was like pitch black. You couldn't see anything in there, so that actually adds quite a bit to it. do I want to add those glass bits in the ceiling, like I said, to let some natural light in from up above? It's tempting. You know, I don't think I ultimately really need to. This looks fairly well lit. It might not look it on YouTube, but with my eyeballs, it looks fine. And I wear glasses. Okay, so then the next thing to add, I'm thinking, is probably a little bit of, or is it kelp? We're gonna throw in a little bit of kelp. I could add a bubble column in here, and that would probably look really good. I'm trying to decide if that would like suffocate the fish, like smash them into the ceiling or not. It might. It honestly might. It would probably look really good, but it might actually do that. So instead of adding that, I'm just not going to, and I'll just leave that out. I mean, it's fine with the orca because the orca jumps out of water anyway, you know. But for here, I'd rather not. So let's just avoid doing that. Throw my balls against the ground here so we can slide back in here. Whoa, what am I doing? I'm like doing Night at the Roxbury's as I got in here. All right, so we're gonna add a piece of kelp or two in various places. Maybe one here, maybe one along the back, kind of thing. I don't want to get symmetrical, where one in the middle and then one on either side. So we're gonna probably double up something like over here. Let that grow up as tall as it wants, and then maybe like one more somewhere like growing up in between the coral right there. And that might be it for the kelp. I don't really want to go overboard with kelp on this, all right? Because otherwise it's going to grow and you're not going to be able to see anything. So unless this grows up and it looks terrible, we'll leave it at that. Now, what else we got? What is this hornwort? Is this something I can plant underground? Is this a thing that I can throw down underground here somewhere? It is. Does that look terrible from the outside? Hold on. No, it doesn't. Actually, it looks rather good. All right, sweet. I'm gonna dot another one of these things in here somewhere. Probably along the back area, like right here. Good. Okay. Now, what else can I throw in here? That's another ZAWA plant right there. I found when I was out on the live stream, I found some plant-based plants, or some water-based plants rather, and so I'm gonna try to use those things if I can. But what else can I throw in here that's water-based that I can put underwater? I don't think I have anything else. I think we're down to just bone mealing at this point. Yeah, I see you. I see you over there just hiding underneath my jungle tree. I'm going to kill you. Okay, so let's as soon as I get out of here. Alright, so let's take the bone meal and start bone mealing this place up a little bit. I can knock out some of this stuff. I don't mind leaving it a little bit more open, but we're going to make sure this looks fairly overgrown. Now, does this look terrible from the outside? No. Okay, so there was a thing in the previous season where the plants, when they're right up against it, looked really bad. Like it was like an air pocket you could see, and it just wasn't a great thing. So speaking of not a great thing, that skeleton needs to go away. And now it looks like that's been fixed. I don't know if it would still be the same for like if I put a thing of like a block of leaves against it, but I'm gonna probably leave the leaves out of this because I don't really think I need it for this exhibit. So alright, let's kind of bone meal up this stuff. I wouldn't mind getting like shorter stuff. I mean, some shorter stuff. I mean, shorter stuff on the. Oh my gosh, I just can't. Okay, hold on. If that doesn't work, force it. Shorter stuff on there. Got it. All right, so let's dot that in there. Let's get the bone meal back out. I said get the bone meal back out, please. Thank you. All right, and this is looking pretty spiffy, if I do say so myself. I'm thinking this is looking pretty good, pretty snazzy. Okay, I think that's it. I honestly think that's it. I think that's all we got to do. This looks like a pretty... Okay, so this is for tropical fish, remember, okay? So that's pretty good for a tropical fish exhibit, if I do say so myself. I like the coral. I think it's a nice touch. Very colorful. Very much juxtaposition to the gray that I got around here right now. That's going to change, by the way. Remember, I still got to add the green foliage and stuff like that, so there's going to be more color in this area. It's going to look a lot like... I got to get more rockets. A lot like this up here. Whoop! I almost crashed right into that tree. This up here, except for with more trees and bushes and stuff. So, but yeah, I think that's about it. Now, I have a slew of tropical fish, okay? So I need some names. I need some names, people. So if you guys don't mind heading down to the comments section and giving me your best tropical fish names, okay? I'm going to put a bunch in there. I'll probably put like, I don't know, 10 or something in there. So just berate me with those. Just barrage me with them. Just tons of names down in the comment section if you don't mind. But alright, you guys, I'm going to wrap this episode up. So if you did enjoy it, please go down and smash that like button. Helps me out a lot. You know, YouTube algorithm and all that jazz. So... but I'm going to get out of here, so hopefully you enjoyed this week's episode of ZAWA, and I will see you guys next week. Whoa, I'm flying. Bye-bye!